Hey beauties. So I wanted to share the curriculum coming up for this day-long Psychic-Soma in-person retreat because if you are coming, it might make you feel a little more relaxed into what you're arriving towards. And also if you're interested or don't even know that I'm doing this, then you can kind of listen to it and see if it's a good fit for you. So I'm a strong advocate on any kind of psychic development should be done in a way that also honors our physical capacity, honors where our body is at, and allows ourselves to really sink into the experience in a very consensual way. So this is going to look different for every person depending on your lived experience, depending on what kind of protective mechanisms maybe your ancestors have put in place in your body, etc., etc. So, why I decided to put this day long retreat together is I wanted to start to create a new story around developing our psychic potential in a way that was really nourishing to our bodies, that was really grounded and accessible. Because a lot of the time, when I hear about people curious in the psychic arts, they feel like it's something that they're not really sure how to access or integrate. And so this whole retreat is going to be sharing some of my favorite ways of building routines and rituals in your life that you can access and develop and train these parts of yourself in a way that's really yummy and nourishing and resourceful, like, or resourcing, that it's something that brings you life. So a few of the practices that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some nature work. And I actually have a very special place in the forest here, a very mossy, magical place that I have a ritual that I do. I'm not going to talk about the details of it, but I'm going to be guiding us to this place. And we're going to be working with nature as a way of building conversation with information tactilely. So working with the nature spirits, working with the physical, we're going to be actually building something together physically. So we're going to have one aspect that's going to be nature based and out in the wilds, rain or shine. And then we're going to have an aspect where we work with, so I love tea ceremony personally. It's a really beautiful technique of teaching and learning while having a ritual that helps you drop into the space and also keeps a sense of movement. So when we're doing the training part, I'm actually going to be facilitating a tea ceremony while I'm teaching you. So if you are somebody that is not able to to partake in caffeine, I'll have another option for that. But the cups are really, really tiny. So there's no expectation of getting really hyped up on caffeine, but we'll probably be working with either an oolong or a pu'er. And the oolongs I'm working with right now are fermented and aged oolongs as we go into the winter. It's really nice to work with that. So there will be an aspect of that. We're going to do some movement practices. We're going to work with inviting sacred space in through somatic body work. So through inviting elements through our bodies and different kind of movement ways of getting ourselves prepared to open up energetically. We're going to be getting into ways that you can protect your body, that you can let your body feel safe and receptive. And then we're going to be doing journeying work and working with one-on-one experience and also group experiences of learning to do psychic readings and what that will look like and feel like. And so all along this journey, though, there's a strong emphasis on how do we bring this into the somatic, how do we bring this into the body, as well as the psychic, which can be very heady. So finding a way of letting our bodies, I'm going to continue to remind all participants throughout this, is we're going to drop into the sensations that are in our bodies, that are in the reflexes we have, that are in the maybe the small little tweaks or spasms that you might not even notice you have. And so we're going to really slow down and start to track how your body is communicating with you and giving you feedback through very, very slight nuanced expressions. Sometimes it's really loud. I like to think that we all have these tells. Like some people's tells is like, I've got sneezers, I've got hiccupers, I've got coughers. I know some people that get flushed red. So that's a little bit about what we're going to be getting into. There'll be a nice spacious lunch break, and the venue space is beautiful. It's nourishing and it's held. There's going to be a wood stove going. I might even do two venue spaces. You might come to my special little nook depending on how many people are registered, because my space here, this space is, can only fit about 8. And so my idea is that I want this experience to be really nourishing. I want each participant to walk away feeling that they have techniques that are exciting for them and that feel attainable, that feel rooted in this reality, and also feel expansive enough that they can open up to creating more routines, to accessing information and psychic guidance in the ways that you serve, in the ways that you receive information for yourself and your family and your life and decision making, all those things that come with tracking information that we might not have like logical access to. Because in a highly saturated time where we have so much information available, it's still really, really important to learn how to come down to the fundamentals of how does your body feel? What's your yes in your body feel? How do you let your internal barometer of truth that's applicable to you be something that you continue to listen to, so that you're not getting information overload and losing track of what's actually relevant and needed for you. And also accessing information that you can't just Google, that is taking into consideration a whole bunch of variables that are really specific and changing. So thank you for watching, and do reach out. We've got a couple um, partial scholarship spots available still, and there's about 4 spots left, I think. So sending so much love on this rainy day. Aloha.